We understand death for the first time when he puts his hands on one whom we love. A quote by Madame de Stael. I'd like to honor Mike today at his funeral for impacting my life in a positive way. Mike was my mother's partner for about a year before his untimely passing. I got to know him over that period of time. Today I'm going to talk about how Mike impacted my life by imparting the wisdom of how to love a significant other, how to be what somebody needs, and how to be a ray of kindness in the lives of others. As I already mentioned, Mike was my mother's life partner. He was her third long-term relationship that I have witnessed in my life. From observing their relationship and from conversations with him, I learned a lot about healthy, loving, romantic relationships. I remember in the beginning of their relationship, they always had their hands all over each other and were constantly kissing. At the time, I was like, gross, what is happening? I've never seen my mom kiss anyone in my life. But eventually, I learned from him that an important part of a relationship is being able to express your feelings for your significant other physically and publicly. I hung out with my mom and Mike a lot since my mom's house is right down the road from Millersville University. We would get into philosophical conversations about what is right and wrong, and I learned a lot from him about the values and standards in a relationship. One thing that struck me about Mike was that he stepped into so many roles while dating my mother and seemed to be just what everyone needed. For example, my mother never had a healthy, affectionate, balanced relationship in her life before she met Mike. All she knew was lying, misleading, and hurt. Mike was able to step in and be the partner she deserved but never had. Mike was also able to step in and be the father figure my siblings needed. My parents' divorce was very messy and drawn out, and my father has been a bit out of it. So Mike was able to step in and spend time with my siblings that they weren't getting elsewhere. My younger sisters in particular really bonded with him, and I am so thankful they were able to have a father figure even for a little while. Studies show that children with involved, loving fathers are significantly more likely to do well in school, have healthy self-esteem, exhibit empathy and prosocial behavior, and avoid high-risk behaviors such as drug use, truancy, and criminal activity compared to children who have uninvolved fathers. Mike was just an all-around good person who was constantly helping others. I remember one time I got off work at 10 p.m. and my car wouldn't start and I had no way of getting home. And at that time I had only met Mike once or twice, but he drove over an hour from his house to where I was working to pick me up and drop me off at my house. He was always doing things like that for everyone. My mom had to work crazy hours during my parents' divorce, and he would come every evening to help my siblings with their homework and put them in bed when my mom couldn't be home. Those are just two of many, many acts of kindness he has done. It really helped me to want to be a nicer person. Studies have actually shown that you can get health benefits equal to or greater than quitting smoking just by helping others. I am very sad that Mike has passed, but I'm glad that I was able to take away some valuable life lessons from knowing him. I was able to learn healthy and happy relationships, the value of filling voids in people's lives, and being a helping hand to everyone around me.